Everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 3 Episode 59 with me, Sid, and I'm here in the ceramic gazunda, otherwise known as a chamber pot, where I have just fired myself a few pots. I've done some of the gold and I put them on into the... well, we lost the brick that time. That was a bit of a downer. Let me grab you. But these are all planters, and they are also, we've got some malachite clay with copper glaze, we've got orange with copper glaze, and we've got white porcelain with copper glaze, otherwise known as that, and that. So that's the thing. And those are all going to go into the pottery barn for sale at a 25 each, because why not? I think that's the price I set for the other one. So let me grab a selection of my finest money and we shall go over here. Now it's January at spawn, and that means the weather is miserable. Yeah, so I made two of these. They're 25 each. These are 50. These are gold glazed planters. That gold glaze is expensive, these are 25 each for the pottery. These are 25 each for those, and then over here we're going to do those at 25. And technically I probably should charge a little bit more for those ones, but we'll leave them there, that's fine. So yeah, we've got quite a few items in our pottery selection now, and I'm not going to do any more pottery for a while. Now I was planning to do a little bit of work on the tavern stroke thing. Last time we framed it out, I have since added the entire roof, so we've now got these dormer windows here, and here. It's flush up against the wall on this side. I don't mind that, that's not a problem. And I'm thinking, I did have a door here, but I think this end should probably be the fireplace, so we're probably going to have a chimney of some description in there, maybe even one over here coming up and going through, because what we can do then is the room here and here can actually have a fireplace facing into that chimney. It's quite common in chimneys that they have multiple inlets for the smoke, because if you're building a chimney you might as well stick multiple fires on it. What I had noticed is, since I came and laid it out, Punk has laid in this thing here, and I'm not entirely sure what he's planning there, so I need to have a chat with him before we go any further. He's also started, and this is probably not much of a spoiler, because right now it's in Punk's favourite highlighting material, which is packed dirt. He does all of his planning in packed dirt. I've noticed that it seems to be his blueprint. He has left enough space to get around the side, so you know this underside here is still usable. I don't know what. Did I not get as far as putting the stones down here? It doesn't matter now, because obviously we've got all the night watchers, but yeah. Anyway, so my plan was to do a little bit of work over here. My plan now is not to do a little bit of work over here, because A, I need to talk to Punk, and B, it's bloody cold. It's -7. So we're going to head over to the south town, where it's summer instead of being winter, and it's 37. Much nicer. Much nicer. So we can go and we'll, there's the magnificent flying pig there. I really do. Every time I come down I just look at that and I smile inside. Yeah, it's such a nice sight to see that all done and sorted. Anyway, What I would like to do down here for a while we're waiting and catching punk and all the other bits and pieces, apart from do my usual, so check what empties. Trees are, I think the fruit trees are going to largely, that's oh, peanuts, okay. I think the fruit trees are going to be largely empty, but you know, check, you never know. If you don't check, you never get a deer. So obviously there's some cassava there, but not a lot else. Right, so my plan today is to start building meat pit. Is to start building a land build. Basically, I'm going to kind of come over here. I think this is my preferred area. Coming back a little bit, we'll build this bit of the land up. We'll take that down. I'll probably take the clay out and build that up with some dirt. I don't know how much dirt we've actually got down here. I might need to do a little bit of checking, but I have got, well, we've got a little bit floating around. It's always handy to have some backfill material. Yeah, we're plenty. Okay, and we can leave the clay. I'm not going to take that. I don't want the clay. I've got loads, but we take it out, can't we? So first things first, we're going to landscape around here, and then we're going to have a tower which is going to be it's going to follow a little bit of the theme of the Flying Pig. It's going to have an element of steampunkiness to it. So just because airships are kind of bread and butter for steampunk. How tall is it going to be? It's going to be taller than that. That's as much as I know. Maybe kind of this height as its highest. There'll probably be some windmills involved, because windmills, you know, look steampunky. Well, windpunky. Yeah, maybe not steampunky. But yeah, first things first, let me landscape and get this clay dug, and yeah, I'll be back in a mo. Alright, several hours later and lots of digging. The clay has all gone. We're just waiting for the grass to grow back in, and it's in 2 barrels over there. I've landscaped the hill here a bit. This is going to be the base, this circle here, with well, the underlying theme of the southern town is building with local materials, and so we are going to start off with a cacacha. A cacacha? Yes, a cacacha. We have a reasonable amount of a cacacha, and she now has an acacacha farm there. So yeah, we're not short of acacacha. We also have a reasonable amount of seeds, but we can just go and lift a couple of those for now. And of course, it's not just any old acacacha, it is stripped acacacha or debarked acacacha, because obviously we're playing Vintage Story, which is a different game to Minecraft. In Minecraft, the acacacha is a bit rude, it strips, but in Vintage Story, it's a bit classier. It is debarked. So, let me start off by stripping some debarking some acacacha. And if you wonder why I say acacacha, it's just an old joke. So, I'm going to have that. Now, I am not going to... I'm kind of stealing some of... In fact, incidentally, that's why we're down here, because Kendi has finished her bar. And I'm going to be borrowing these stairs as well. These stairs are definitely going to get borrowed. But this is... yep, nothing, I don't know. What is it about voxel-based survival game players and chests? We cannot pass a chest without having a look at it. Oh, what's in there? Anyway, yeah, let's try to stay on theme, because she has moved. She's moved all the chests out there. So was safe. And Punk has put in, I believe, yeah, he's, because the miners like to drink, you know, so he's put in a little path from the barracks over here, this beautiful build, into the things, and even this is on par and on theme. So really loving this area. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to so yeah, Kendi's bar. Kendi's, we needs the thing, but you know, it's got little tables. We've got the bar. You know, we can come in here and we can grab let's have a little bit of a mango cider. I'm not sure whether I can actually. No, you can't. That's a shame. You're almost going to have to put a bucket down, which I presume there'll be a bucket somewhere around. Yeah, so if I go and borrow, wow, I get the impression that Punk may have been over here restocking Kendi's shelves, because things. Let me just. Oh, that's bottles. I was just looking at that going, what is that? Let's just take this up with us. It's a bit of an odd bar because you have to serve yourself. Well, you have to serve yourself out of a bucket. But I've been in worse. So how much did that? That took 0.4 of a litre. Cheers. Try some cider then. I don't appear to be inebriated yet. Am I? I don't know. Is that normal? Am I? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Kendi's. It's here. The bar is ready. And, I mean, I suppose I could just go and drink a blueberry brandy. That should, in theory, drinking a litre of that should put you on your back. I'm not going to drink a litre of blueberry brandy because right. I'm not noticing any adverse effects from drinking a litre of strong ale, a litre of cider, and a litre of blueberry brandy. So I'm not sure if there's an issue there, because I would have expected it to be, well, I mean, let's be honest, just a litre of brandy on its own would, in the real world, would put me on my back. So yeah, there's something not quite right there. But yeah, so Kendi's is live. Anyway, let me get back to what we're doing. So this is going to be a circular structure, and what I think I will do, because I would like to, I'm going to put a pillar there, and a pillar there, a pillar there, and a pillar there, and that will be, what, 4 high perhaps on those. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for the roof yet. This is still open because I'm kind of winging this one. I've got some visualizations in my head, but I'm not sure exactly how I want to bring the tower out of this. Now, interestingly, the tower was going to... See, you've got a kind of a tower structure here. So if we were to start one there, and then we can come up from there, and similarly from here. So that would be a first tower. Coming out. We'd have a roof coming over from here somehow, and the roof is going to cause me grief with this. I can feel it. But then the tower comes up, we'll have a little blocker, that will just be a shortish tower, we'll have a thing, and then we'll come up, and the main tower will come up further up off of this bit, I think. I saw little grass cuttings, okay. So we've got, well, you've got no idea because, you know, you can't see my imagination, thankfully. But let's continue with this. I'll be back in a moment. So it occurred to me while I was building this monstrosity that I actually have some interesting blocks that I can use for this. So I've been back and got them, and for these I have got these fancy aged carved acacia things. I don't have a lot of these. What I do have is a lot of these fancy ones. Not entirely sure what the differences are. Don't really care. And we're going to basically try and utilise these throughout. Now this one is going to be interesting, however, because that is a long stretch of well, stretchiness really. So let's just pop that down for a second. I'll pop those, and I did, wasn't there? Yeah, I dropped one over there. We shall pop those in there for now. So this centre piece I want to make, let's start off with some bottomage. Like so. I don't know whether I could get away with, I think these are going to have to be the same. And technically speaking, I think perhaps that and that should also be this aged. Now I don't think you can, oh you can actually, oh hello, that's interesting. That opens up a whole host of possibilities, doesn't it? Steel with the verticals first. I have got more of this at home as well, so you know we're not using everything we've got, but let's get this in. It'll just add a certain aged feel to the place, which, you know, is not bad. And these can always be used for beams or something, that's not really a problem. I do need a top, bottom, middle, top, bottom, middle, top. There we go. So the idea here really is very, very simple. We're going to have towers, and we're going to get lots of outcroppings, lots of walkways, lots of stairs going up it till you get up to here. This will be the top. There'll probably be a windmill in here. There'll be a little docking platform out here over the top of this with, you know, winches and cables and stuff. Probably some craneage. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, I hope. At the moment it doesn't look like a lot of fun, but you're going to have to trust me. I'm going to have to trust myself. I mean, this could be horrendous for all I know. However, let's go in and take out this entire strip down all the way down. No, that. And then middle. I suppose the big question is, am I going to have enough of this? And I genuinely do think that this stuff should be craftable. Make it hard to craft. Although, I mean, aged is obviously, how do you craft aged? Well, you age it. But how we actually work this in and make it so you can get more of it, because you wouldn't have the resource to build this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Thanks, but you should be able to just chisel. Maybe not get the aged version. Maybe get a carved acacia logs. That would be interesting, just to have that functionality. Right, this is going to be, I feel, troublesome. Let's see how we go. Bottom. And bottom. And then up here we'll have top and top. Top and top. And then we just got to get the middle, which, as I say, could be the breaking of this plan, because I may not have enough of this material. I do have more though, so I can go home and get more of it. I don't have an infinitely large supply of it, but I do have more. So we still got, that's middle, so I've got a reasonable amount. I'm just not as much as I'd like. Not given the 2 drops I've got to do here. Okay, well, I'm going to keep on chiseling away at this, or nibbling away at this. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, steadily making progress. I've been out and gathered some bamboo, which is going to become a major part. Now, I did a typical Minecraft circle. I'm now doing a circle in chisel, and chisel is a little more complex because we go 3, 2, so that's a 3, and if we come over here we have 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then that is 4, 4. So we're going to go 3, and I have a slight problem. This area is unstable. I mean, it's only a minor problem, it's not particularly unstable, but you can see the cog is going down, so over time this area is developing instability, which is less than ideal. So we've got a 3, 3, 2, 3. Then I think it's a 4 and a 4. 4, 4, 6. So it goes 4, 4. Now the reason I'm using bamboo is it is actually ideally suited for this kind of build, because it's actually, each strand of the bamboo texture is 2 voxels, or at least 2 chisel voxels anyway. So we can come, oops, hello, we can come in here and I'll probably take some of this dirt out. It makes no sense to leave it in, butting up to the wall like this, but I need to be a bit more careful because I'm destroying stuff that I don't mean to destroy here. But once I've got a quarter of this done, the actual circle is going to be fairly easy to use the pantograph and the other chisel tools that we have at our disposal. So that's good. And then these are, I think, the 9 either side, so that's 5, and then you've got 4, yeah, that's right, 4 in the middle. So this is all lining up perfectly. There's a few overhangs, by which I mean bits like this where I've gone there and there, but actually that block there has got some work in it, and there, one of these, this one here has got some blocks in it as well. So, but it is all pantographable, so you know, I can jump in here, we can grab you, I can go into here, and then we can rotate you. And similarly I can pantograph that, I can do that, and I can flip you, and then nope, that. So bringing this round into being a full circle is not going to be a major problem, but it will look nice once we've got that in, and then we can chisel. Now one of the reasons I've gone with that is it's already in use all over, and people are using it to great effect for bars and all sorts of little effects. I'm not going to be using these, but yeah, the use of the bamboo is great. The other nice thing about bamboo is there's a lot of it about, all the way up here, over there, over here. I mean, there's just bamboo everywhere, you know, it's not scarce. And the other nice thing about it is it drops a lot of saplings. So what we can do is we can head out into the plains here and we can just start scattering it around, and it shouldn't take, I don't think it takes that long to grow. I mean, it's well known in reality for being a fast grower. So that's 13 saplings of bamboo down. We'll let that grow, and I'm going to have to basically do a lot of resource gathering as we go. The roof, I'm thinking slate, but not shingles. So let me continue just bringing this shape around, and I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, this is taking on a life of its own. So we got the wall in. I've thrown in a couple of doors. These are just a couple of sleek edge doors that I had in one man's trash, and we've got the pillars in, and I've started with the stairs which run up to here, but this is too narrow to put a proper staircase in, so I'm coming out of the build here and I'm going to stick a platform in here, and then we're going to go up this side, and we're going to come back in the building up here, and we'll come to a platform here, and then from here we're going to have a stair that runs around the outside. And we will put railings on and all of this stuff. I'm just really kind of spitballing ideas at the moment. And right now, if I'm honest with myself, it's a bit of a mess. It's, you know, the roof I'm not really 100% happy with. I'm going to have to do something with this. I just don't know what yet. Don't get me wrong, it's all right. It's just very strange, but I think this will be, and I'm sure everybody is probably sick and tired of hearing about my philosophy of broad brush strokes, but I think this is definitely a case of getting down some ideas and seeing where they take you. You know, no one is going to get things right first time. I mean, does that look right, or am I better with acacia planks? And I genuinely think acacia planks would be better. I don't think that is too much of a difference. So let's throw that lot in there for now. I don't actually have any acacia logs on me, just normal logs. Let's go and grab some of those. And we'll try acacia planks and see what they look like, because at least they will match. Which, because that's kapok, I don't want kapok. That's acacia, but we've still got a whole load of acacia up here. We'll just grab a stack. But this is growing. It's a strange structure. There is a vision in my mind, which are from some drawings and some things I've seen of what I am actually aiming for. But so this is more of a process of getting us to that position. Because, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Because right now, it's not being 100% where I visualize this. Now, question: do I put a railing? I'm probably going to put a railing around there. We'll put some bracing in here somehow. I mean, or do I just do this? I mean, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? And similarly, we can so then we come up here, and again we come up to more acacia slabbage. I'll probably use kapok as an accent piece, or maybe even ebony. But you know, we're starting to see a shape emerging, and we'll chisel some edges in to make that look better. I'm going to use beams. Something has just got knocked over, I don't know what. Just heard it bang. But yeah, this is this is a work in progress. But ultimately, we're gonna have something. I better go and find out what that is, because that was quite a bang downstairs. Yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Look at these cheeky buggers. Yeah, it was my daughter knocking things over. So look at them. Stay away. I'm not bothered about the flax. But there's always the chance they might have a gear or two. Or not, as the case may be. So where did they come from? I mean, they must have come from somewhere. But I can't see any cave openings around here, can you? Or have they spawned? Am I outside of the range of the Night Watcher and they spawned in here? That may be it. So the floor in here is most definitely going to be, well, I think we're definitely going to do K-pop flooring. Just because I need something different. I don't know where that conglomerate rock came from. I've got no idea where I picked that up. But we got this. And obviously we can so this is going to be an interesting one, because what I'm actually going to be doing see, that one is probably not one that's going to be chiseled. I'm going to be having a mixture of blocks and chiseled blocks, because I only want to replace the bits that are inside with flooring. I don't want the bits that are outside, and because this is now a nice circular floor, see, I won't get away with that one or that one. But if I were to come in with this, let me just try this out. Does that? No, that one needs to be dirt. So let me just try that again. Now if I were to chisel that and add that slab, out of, so okay, so K-pop blocks for those, or maybe not. Let me just try something. Where are you? There you are. Nope, does not want to play, does it? And yeah, okay, that's not playing, so it is going to have to be solid blocks. The instability here is going to be painful when I get building. Boop, boop. Now herein lies the problem. I don't want the blocks to face that way. Can I rotate that? I can rotate that. And I can go out. Just replace that with a bit of dirt. It's not going to be perfect because it's not going to be grass, but what I'll do is I'll chisel. Yeah, it's just going to have to. It's what it's going to have to be. There's just no avoiding this. And you're not letting me chisel that at all, are you? No, that's going to be a pain. So this is going to take a wee bit of work, I think, just to say the least. If nothing else, just getting the floor in like that is going to be painful. But we made a start. We have the start of a building. I'm not going to say it's gorgeous or beautiful or even wonderful right now. It's yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. I think that's the fair description. But that's fine. We'll get there eventually. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. But I think on that note, I am going to give this a break, and I will see you next time. Until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.